All right, I am Jeff Yergy, Chief of Pearls and Chief Pit Crew member of Oyster Aero. My job is to keep you all racing. This is going to be a really cool podcast. We have Wings and Things here. We have Alyssa, who is our fearless aviation trailblazer on bringing new things to the industry, and all of her pals. We have Global Engine Stands, AMP Aero, MARTEC. How's everybody doing?
Good.
All
Amazing.
right. Good deal. All right. So, Alisa, let's talk about what you're doing. What's coming up? What you're up
So,
to?
really, what am I not doing is the question, Jeff. I am here to obviously promote Wings and Things, which is taking place May 10th, Homestead Miami Speedway, and it's a collaboration with AMP Aero. We found the secret sauce. It's really about connecting people through experiences. That's really what I'm about. I'm tired of standing around looking normal in a suit and tie or a very unfitted dress with my Spanx on. I just want to be comfortable. I want to attract the same kind of people in one place, like-minded individuals who just want to break the norm of networking. So I combined forces with AMP, and obviously I have Yexcel with Global Engine Stands, MARTEC here as well. We have come together to just do something different entirely. As some of you may or may not have seen, at Aero Engines, we all came together and did a K1 speed event that took attendees off the show floor and allowed them to just bring out their inner child. I believe that everybody has that inner child inside of them, and what better way than to express themselves in unique destinations, places, activities, and that's what Wings and Things is here for.
That's awesome. I mean, my hat's off to you on that, because I would agree. I'd much rather go do something fun than stand at a booth for 3 days, you know? So that's really good. That's really good. So, what's the event coming up in what's the next event you have?
So the next one is May 10th at Homestead Miami Speedway. Typically, right now we're a newish company. We have been doing 2 events a year. We're working on the second one later on. If this gets approved, it's an absolute game changer for the industry. Little secret, partnering with Global Engine Stands on this one, should we make it happen. So fingers crossed. But the next one coming up is May 10th, Homestead Speedway with the lovely AMP Aero.
Awesome. So what happens? What's the event? What's the day? Like,
I mean, okay, so the day is we have cars coming out, whether you own it or some people even rented last year, which I know nothing about. I'm just gonna, keep my eyes closed on that one. But you can bring your own vehicle. You have the option to display. You have the option to also take it on the track. You can have your own garage and deck it out as you wish. We have people bringing grills where they can do a whole barbecue. We have a burger contest. If you decide to race, spirited race on the track, you can do so as well. We're just not timing it. The branding is there, the food is there. Some alcohol will be there, because remember, we are driving, so we're not going to have hard liquor. But that's what this is about. Alvaro, you tell us. You're the big car enthusiast, and I know that this is something that you're looking forward to as well.
Yeah, so for me, a reason why we co-host Wings and Things is, like Alyssa said, to be different. But it's not only just to be different. We know that in every industry, it's about the connections and the relationships that you build with other people. You can go to a trade show and yes, connect with someone, but when you connect with someone on a personal level, on something that you both have a passion for, it's a game changer. You're there, you're kind of forgetting about the whole business aspect, and you're connecting person to person. You're talking about cars, you're talking about something that you love, that you're passionate about, and it connects a little different than exchanging a business card, or talking about business in a different setting. So it's a family setting where you could possibly get to meet a buyer and their family. Here's my wife, here's my son. So it really, really connects you with that other person and other industry people that you want to connect with. So this is it's part of being different. And I myself, I want to take this a little bit more on a next level, where we're out there having a good time. We're not forced to be there.
Yeah.
That's well said.
That's cool. So how'd you come up with racing? Because that is unique, right? I mean, it's cool, believe me. But how did you guys land on car racing? Just because of all the car enthusiasts you have in Miami, South Florida? You ready to rock it? Feel the need for speed?
It was just a conversation that my partner and I had, Zach. We called Alvaro one day because Zach is a huge car guru. He came up with the idea, hey, wouldn't it be cool to put cars in a hangar? And I said, wow, I know someone who is a huge car enthusiast. We call Alvaro. He's like, make it happen, do it. So our first event was at an airport. All these guys here were here in support, and it just blossomed from there. Our second event was only last year at the Speedway, and it just blew up. And we're expecting this one to go even bigger. So that's really what it comes down to, an idea blossoming, hence how my babies here have formulated their companies too, right? Ideas into thoughts into action.
Very cool. All right. So the event's in May. How do I sign up? How do I sponsor? How do I do all this?
So you can go to wingsandthingssfl.com and you'll see all the information there, or just contact me directly. You guys see my name on this podcast. You see Alvaro's name as well. Reach out. We're pretty quick to respond, and we hope to see you guys on the track.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Looking
Well,
forward to it.
I would say, yes, come to the Wings and Things event down in Homestead. Excellent. But if you ever find yourself in a go-kart race with Alyssa, exit the cart, get out, and do not proceed.
Fair enough.
We're yeah.
Alyssa is the epitome example of South Florida drivers and what they're capable of.
Exactly. But no, even the race, or the Wings and Things event down in Homestead is great for non-car enthusiasts as well, right? Myself, I don't know the difference between an alternator and a spark plug, in the car. But I like to get out there. I like to have fun. Alvaro took me around in his car. I got a little nauseous. It's going a little fast for me. But you can hang out there, have some drinks, play cornhole, whatever. It's just a good event, good weather, fun time. So
Awesome.
We're definitely going to have different activities for everyone else. So whoever's not racing, there's going to be, as Steven mentioned, there's cornhole, burger cooking contest.
The kids get to race too.
The kids get to race too. Yes.
There's a simulator
awesome.
as well of the track, so you have the opportunity to be on the track without being in a vehicle as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Oyster Aero, we're coming. We've signed up. We are there. And, I want to thank you all, not only for being entrepreneurs in your own companies and getting those rolling, but thinking of things different. Obviously, we embrace that here. And I am looking really forward to hitting this, and anything we can do to support it, let us know.
Thank you. Can we also engage a little bit with Yexceld and Jose, because they're part of this whole change, and I know that they like to do things completely differently too. Like Jose hosted an amazing event that brought together the industry last year at the end of the year that actually celebrated fun and obviously the years that MARTEC has been in business. Jose? And maybe talk about yourself a little bit too.
Thank you, Alyssa. Yeah, I mean, I think it's very important for us to kind of change things a little bit, from what it's become the norm. I agree with with everything you guys have said. Alvaro, I think you hit the nail on the head. Where when you interact with people at a different level, besides work and the aircraft parts that we move back and forth, and and all the services that we do, it just brings everything to a whole nother level, a whole nother perspective. Engaging people, at that level just builds a relationship to a degree that normally we can't get, just by being behind a table or walking around a networking event. So I'm a total fan of what we're doing here, what Alyssa has created. And yeah, we're also kind of changing things around on our end. Like Alyssa mentioned, last year we hosted a party, not only to highlight the years that we've been in business, but we wanted to change things around. We made it a purpose not to talk business. It was just a party to have fun, to enjoy ourselves, to just party the night away, and that's exactly what we did. And I think it was extremely successful. People are still talking about it. So I think it worked out.
One of the best parties I've ever been to.
Oh,
So
Thank you.
All right. Well, where do I sign up for that? I'll be down. All right, Yexceld, anything you want to touch on as well?
So yeah, as you guys know, like all these guys have mentioned, man, I like to do things different. I'm tired of going to these, suit and tie happy hours and conferences. Like when Alyssa came up with the idea, like I'm in, she's helped me through all these years. So why can't I, return the favor? And I'm all in. I'm all in for years to come. And we hopefully, if we get approval for the next one, it's going to be a nice one. And I think me and Abel already talked. We got a little bet going on.
We
Oh,
do.
really?
We sure do.
We got a bet, and the funds are going to go to, proceeds are going to go to a charity of our choice.
Yes, they are. Yes, they
So
are.
we cross our fingers. We're hoping that one goes through, and yeah, man, we're excited, and we look forward to May.
Very
Jeff,
cool.
You gotta be careful. He's been going to all these meets, with other Corvette guys, man. So he's getting other ideas.
Yeah, I saw a picture of him in Toretto the other day. But yeah, in closing for us, just building that bond, right? Building that bond between vendors that could be logistics companies, repair stations, customers, even people that we compete with. You build that bond, become friends with them, rather than being at a trade show or being at a bar drinking late night after a trade show. Still doesn't build that bond between the people.
doesn't. I think the theme here really, like I touched on before, is just breaking the norm. Let's look at Alvaro, for example. He's wearing a jacket, Super AMP Aero World. He just launched something to just take him onto a whole different level when it comes to branding. We take a game, we take an idea, and we actually formulate it so people have fun. So at MRO, he has a very big treat for everyone who's going to be attending. He's the airline VIP sponsor as well, and he's bringing this game to life at the show for everyone to enjoy.
Game on.
Game on.
That's awesome. It looks good. Well, obviously, we support fun. We do it in our name. We pick the company name. My title is the Chief of Pearls. So let's work hard, play hard, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all at MRO, and then of course in May.
Thank you.
All right. Take care, everybody.